Your Candace Owens. Uh, what'd you find out about her that I don't know?
All right. So if it's true, I'm not quite sure. Like I didn't fact check this, guys. I didn't fact check it too far. But that when she was going to school at Stanford, Stamford, yeah,
Stanford. Yeah.
Stanford. Um, she was ridiculed for her black skin and hair and look and stuff like that from white people, right?
Yeah.
So she had, and I think it was like to the point where damn near ran her out of school, and her she ended up being like I think she sued the school for like defamation or something. Not know what the for like the something like that. I forgot what it was, but and I don't know if she won either. So, like I said, don't know too many facts about this, but I'm kind of running over it. But then she started a blog that was going at like the Republican Party, and just kept doing it, but it wasn't getting really any traction whatsoever.
Yeah.
And this happened for like I think like a year or two, and then she went into the Republican Party and started doing the exact same thing towards the Democratic Party, and it blew her the fuck up.
Wow.
So,
So it's way more sinister than we're giving her credit for.
oh man, it's impressive to tell you the
She
truth.
she settled out
Yes,
of court for
that's what it
38,000.
was. That's what it
The
was.
NAACP helped her with the settlement, and during that whole time that she was getting the threats and everything, they were taking her to school and picking her up.
So
And then she, like he said, at first she was going online and she was a liberal, talking that talk, and then she switched up to conservative, talking that talk, and she noticed that numbers started running up.
So it showed
it
how,
showed her something. It revealed something.
but
To
it
her.
also gave like us all like the fucking perfect example of how easy it is to rile up the left.
Yeah.
Like she tried that shit on the right, and the right was
The right was like, man, fuck
fucking
outta here.
bro. Like nigga,
Ignore it.
Nigga, what the hell is that? Like didn't even like it didn't even show up on their
Damn.
radar. But then the left, it happened to the left, and it was like gold. Like it was, and now she's where she's at now can't be touched.
Yeah.
And that's all off the backs of us. You know what I mean? That's all off the backs of like
And
the
emotion.
motion.
Emotion again. And for people who claim to want to get so much done, the amount of emotion that is going into shit to with people who don't give a fuck about your feelings. I keep trying to have that conversation with people, and I'm blown away how many grown ass people don't understand the world don't give a fuck about you,
At all.
and then are doubly offended when I go, the world don't give a shit about your feelings. Oh my, oh my gosh, you're an artist. How could you say that? Excuse me. I've been living it. Thank God for Dee Dee, bro. I say that shit all the time, but my mama don't know how much of a real one she is. And going, hey, Playboy, the world don't give a fuck about you. So you got to move accordingly. I remember, I think I tell this shit all the time, but I remember being so distraught the first time my mom telling me the world. So imagine 6-year-old me acting like 40-year-old some of my partners that don't know the world, don't give a fuck about them now. Having temper tantrums, yo. 6, my mom goes, hey, I remember I did something so stupid. But it was in the context of hanging out with my partners at my new school who were white, Filipino, Asian, everything other than black. And these niggas wilding. I'm like, hey, I can do that too. Mom's like, nope. They'll kill your little black ass. Don't you dare do that. The world don't give a fuck about you. Oh my God, you hate me. No. I love you. The world don't love you like I do. These cops would kill
that
you.
came from love
My
right
mom
there.
told me at 6 the cops would kill me. I don't know. I feel like some behavioral psychiatrist would be like, you shouldn't tell 6-year-old the world don't give. Hey, she had no choice. That's a lesson I had to learn and live by it and move accordingly. Hey, the world don't give a fuck about me, G. So I'm not asking again. Back to my point. Not asking white people for shit because my mom told me the world don't give a fuck about me. So what we doing?
The beauty though of life and the beauty of the evolution of it though is that was the way that Auntie had to communicate it to you.
Facts.
For you to be able to communicate it differently,
Yes.
but in the same context.
In the same context.
To yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just how that shit works. That's how that shit's passed down.
And that's my nigga too. She constantly says like, "Yo," and my mom listens to every episode too. By the way, so that like
Most definitely.
Shout
Definitely.
out to
Love
her.
you.
And she's like, "Y'all got to stop roasting me on the show." I'm not roasting you. I'm bigging you up for how fucking amazing you are.
Completely.
Like I like the numbers came out Friday, and the only thing I could think of was my mom. Like, because seriously, like from the moment I showed interest in music, she drove me to grandma's house. We got all the records out the garage, and then every Tuesday, we were at the record shop so I could get a new record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't. At no point she was like, nah. She's like, nah. You could do it, and your homies could be here. As long as you in the house safe, I'm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Never was it turn that shit down. None of that. Like, this is 100% her. So I hope when you hear this, Mom, and talking about the whoopings and all this shit, like it's no. We've evolved, and we Elle talks about it all the time, like having to grow up together with your parents. Like, we grew up and we learned a lot, and you sacrificed a lot. Auntie Carla, you sacrificed a lot. Y'all sacrificed a lot so that we would be afforded to be able to get it half the time that you received the information, and then our children will be able to receive the information in half the time in which we got it. We're undoing all the trauma ourselves and together. You know, it's and it's not easy. It's not easy, and I hope that's resonating in the jokes, more than anything. The unique story that I couldn't be prouder of. All the hardships though, like
Most definitely.
like
Most
a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of loss.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, the display of everybody's strength.
I mean, if anything, you should hold your hat on is how trauma bounces off of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how no matter how bad things will be, like it bounces off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's more to it. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
would say like just the time frame. You got cats in their 30s now. You know, you got people in their 20s now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of kids in this in this group that, you know, we have pretty much all of them. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just like you have to look at each one and just look at each one's personality and be like, damn, like.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lineage that's about to do some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.